to Garden Invaders, the show that changes headache gardens into heartache gardens. So beautiful, they'll make you cry. It's amazing what you can do with a team of Garden Invaders, the garden designer Nikki Mager, and a ton of hard landscaping. So sit back with your cup of tea and enjoy as we transform this cluttered courtyard, but not without the help of its two owners, one of whom's going to be digging in with the team, and the other one's going to be answering questions and winning plants with me. So let's get going. Today we're in Derby, invading the garden of Ed Byrne and Alison Parker. They're getting married next week and want to hold the hen and stag night at home. The only problem is nobody's told the garden. With two children to look after and a wedding to plan, it's ended up underloved and overgrown and desperately needs some work. Alison and Ed have planned a medieval wedding, but with only a week before the ceremony and a day to work in the garden, what can we do? So let me get this straight, guys. You're getting married in a week. All your family and friends are coming around for a party in less than a week.
Yeah.
And then you thought you'd do the garden as well. Isn't that leaving it a little late?
Well, I thought we had 5 minutes. It doesn't like it take us, you know, so...
So that's why it's not happening.
That's why it's not started yet, no.
Talk me through some of the things you have in your garden, because there are lots of kind of items. There's this, all this wood. Are we going to build something?
Yeah, well, we want to build a pergola out here.
Oh, right.
So we can, you know, get some sort of shade, maybe get something growing up.
What about the pub sign? Was that stolen, a drunken fit?
No, that was acquired from an old railway station. So
My dad got that for us.
Yeah.
Right.
And a friend got us the Belfast sink, he found that in a
Yeah, we've
field.
got a Belfast sink there.
Lots of pots. It's also very good.
So,
What about these kind of millstones?
actually, it's like a centre stone for like paving, you know.
Ah, I see. Is there anything else that you've got stashed away that we can recycle?
Oh, we've got loads of bricks and...
There's
we've got,
the glass bricks that
yeah,
were
we've
out
got
to the
some glass.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So what would you do? What would your ideal style be? What influences are going to influence?
We want sort of like a Celtic-y sort of garden, you know, ferns and nice plants and, you know, sort of lush, really.
Celtic like your cross?
Absolutely.
Why is that? Is this a particular thing that you're
Well,
interested in, or just...?
Well, being Irish and Welsh, so, you know, got both sides of the Celt in me.
I
Like, so,
see.
you know,
And we tend to have a lot of barbecues and sit
lots
out a
of
lot of an evening.
socialising.
So you want an entertaining space?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There is a bit of a division of labour today. One of you is going to be doing the building and one of you is going to be answering the green-fingered questions. So naturally, assuming
I'm the
You can do
builder.
building.
you're answering the questions.
I am indeed, yeah.
But Ed, you're not going to be alone in the garden. You've got a whole team of fit young men. Here they are, Nikki and the Garden Invaders. Oh,
There we are.
around that corner.
Yep.
So what are your plans for this cute little courtyard?
Well, I love this space. It's got a lot of character, and the good thing is that there's loads of materials here that we can actually recycle and use.
Well, Ed's your man in the garden.
Okay.
I'm going to take Alison elsewhere to answer some questions.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is clear the garden. We need to remove the bricks and just clear out the millstones and put them over there so we can get some space here and start the main projects. So
Okay.
come with me.
Let's go.
How deep is this? A foot.
So where have you brought me, Alison? Where's this?
This is Laura's garden, neighbour.
Okay, so she's let us run riot here all day. It's very brave of her.
Uh-huh.
But look at all the plants we've laid out for you. You could win all of these. Any of those take your fancy?
Yeah, quite a few of them.
All of you can say all of them.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah,
All
if you're
of them.
good, you get them all. And
Okay.
the star prize, these fabulous oil burners. That'll keep you warm when you're entertaining friends.
Uh-huh, they look fantastic. They
So these are the plants for question one. Are you good at recognising plants?
sort of.
This down here is heuchera. It's a good edging plant. It's got these lovely, slightly rusty leaves. Then you've got lavender, which smells nice, obviously, especially in the evening when you're out in the garden for barbecuing. And over here now, I noticed you had a cat, and he's going to be a really happy cat because you've got catmint here, which is the one they go crazy about. And finally, penstemon, which is, again, a beautiful flower for your borders. It has these little bell-like flowers, which are cute, cute, cute. Best of luck.
Okay, go on.
Don't be nervous, it's going to be fine. So, does the word maritima describe plants which grow in woodlands, by the sea, or up mountains?
I have no idea. By the sea.
By the sea?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just a guess or any?
It's a guess.
By the sea is correct! There you go, it's that easy.
Hey.
See, you just throw your nerves away, you don't need them.
Okay.
These are the plants, they belong to you now.
Okay,
It's going to be quite a job. Garden Invaders.
problem here, they've got a really nice ivy sort of covering over this wall, but in front of it they've planted Leylandii, and I hate them, so it's got to go. So what we're going to do, we're not going to throw them out. We've managed to salvage this one, and we're actually going to transplant them to this side of the fence just to create a bit of screen and divide the garden. Ed, how are you doing?
Okay.
Oh, just putting in the last piece of slate. You can see a theme coming through here, can you?
Yeah, it's taking shape now.
Why don't you come down here and have a chat with me, and I'll take you through the rest of the garden. All this work that you've done, you're probably wondering why we've removed all of these bricks and removed the bed.
Yep.
The idea is that when you sort of walk out into the garden, we're going to do a mosaic here using the sort of Aztec or Celtic mill wheel that you've got there. And we're going to use the glass blocks.
Right.
Sort of create sort of a Celtic cross. That bed's gone because it really wasn't doing anything.
No, yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to build the pergola coming off that wall, the far wall, so you can sit and enjoy the rest of the garden. Cleared quite a lot of this. It's amazing what the laurels, removing the laurels
It's
done.
quite surprising, yeah.
And it's so much brighter down here.
It is, yeah. It's,
You see,
incredible.
we've trimmed back the hedge
Amazing.
and removed the conifers.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Lots of work to do though.
Just, yeah, plenty
So
left.
you better get there and get that buried. I'm going to continue painting the fence.
Cheers.
Now, before we go on to question 2, tell me about the wedding. How long have you guys known each other?
2 years.
2 years, right. And so but you've got 2 kids from other marriages?
Yeah, we've both got a child from our previous marriage.
So what made you decide to tie the knot?
We just went out one day and just sort of went for it, to be honest, and then sort of sat at home and thought, oh, my life, we've just booked the wedding.
Is it going to be a huge headache if you had to do lots of planning?
No, not really. It's very small, really. Just a small family do. Only we've got big families. So it's sort of small but big.
It's a massive family
Yes,
do.
yeah.
Right, any honeymoon planned?
We're going to Ireland for the week in the camper.
Oh, the camper van. Hey! And then you can come back and enjoy your new garden.
Absolutely.
So you better win some plants to put in it. So these are the plants for question 2. We've got the lovely sort of silver foliage of the Santolina. This is a mass of kind of little yellow button-shaped flowers earlier in the year. That's a good sort of border plant. Here we've got Russian sage or blue spire. These very delicate kind of blue, almost like lavender flowers, but it has a sagey-like leaf. And then finally we have the Alaria, which is goes really tall actually. You can get to about 2 meters. Okay, this is the question. Iceland and sphagnum are types of which plant?
I have no idea.
Surname of a supermodel.
Moss?
Moss is right! Yes, fantastic, sphagnum moss. Well done. So these plants are yours too.
Okay.
It's shaping up nicely for your wedding party. Let's move on to question 3. So these are all going to look great in your garden. Ferns, they like the shade and they like damp, so that's good by your pond. Another thing good by your pond is this Houtinia. It spreads like crazy where it's damp. Here we've got rockery knotweed. As the name suggests, it grows in rockeries and it's got these lovely leaves, so it looks great when it spreads everywhere. And then we've got the anemone here, a typical woodland plant with these beautiful delicate flowers. It's quite hardy though. And then finally, this very tropical looking thing, which is a hosta, with these kind of like lilac flowers on a spike. Great. All you have to do is win them.
That's all.
That's all. So you might have to concentrate on this one, but there's multiple choice, so it
Okay.
makes it a bit easier. Is the process of sprouting seed potatoes commonly known as chirping, chitting, or chaffing?
Chitting.
You think it's chitting? Chitting's your final answer? Chitting is the correct answer. Well done. Chitting your potatoes. Now you know, next time you do it, you'll
That's
be
it.
able to use the correct terminology. You've won these plants, which will look perfect in your garden, and I'm going to get some garden invaders to collect them.
Got a problem with the manhole cover here. We've lifted it, and the drain that runs, it will run that way.
Yeah.
Is actually not that deep. And we were originally going to use these Met posts, and as you can see, the bit that has to go into the ground is actually quite long. So I don't want to sort of do that and start sort of worrying about drains. And also, because the pergola, it was going to run off the house that way, because the drain runs diagonally, we've got a couple of posts that are probably going to cause problems. So change of plan.
Okay.
So what we are going to use, however, are these.
Okay.
And they're just as effective. Put the post in there, screw this down, put the post in there and you really tighten it and it'll just be as effective. So what do you think of it, Ed?
Lovely, fantastic.
Is it Celtic enough for you though?
Yeah, it's great, yeah.
Because this is amazing. I mean, everything that we're using here you already had.
Yeah,
The glass blocks are from the
bathroom.
That's cool. And the little circular bits are from...
They were bought, I just bought them myself. From
And
work.
that fabulous
that
central bit.
was a gift from the mother-in-law, it happens.
Ah, okay. Now, the bits in the middle, you're obviously thinking we're not going to leave it like that. These are going to be set in cement, and we've got different coloured stone. We're going to use sort of a Cambion green. So it's also beginning sort of tie-in and sort of very Celtic colours.
Yeah,
so,
great.
so what we need to do is go and get some wet mix, mark this out properly,
Yeah.
and then we can get cracking.
Fantastic.
Ooh, okay.
Alison, it's actually quite nice being in a completely different house because it means I don't have to feel guilty about watching everyone else do all that work. Not that you do any work, but, you know, the rest of the team. But we do need to win some more plants, so can I crack on with question 4?
Okay.
Do you recognise any of these?
No.
No? Good. OK, let me enlighten you then. Down here we've got Eucomis, which is another kind of tropical, kind of quite sexy plant. It has these big fleshy leaves and this aloha flower. It's great, it's going to look good by your pond. Then we got this one, which is called Geum. It looks like a little daisy, but it has these lovely, very unusual red flowers. And it grows quite vigorously, and you have to cut it back in the springtime, otherwise it gets a bit out of control. Then another good one by your pond is this. This is a variegated iris. A good tip here is that they have these corns, these kind of bulbs at the bottom. You need to keep those half covered, otherwise they get a bit rotten by the water. And finally, you've got gladioli. It's similar to the iris in sort of structure, but it has these beautiful, big, flame-like flowers. Best thing to do is actually dig up the bulbs from this and store them over the winter, otherwise they might get a bit sort of mashed by the British weather. All right, so those are the plants. This is the question, the key question, question number 4. According to Shakespeare, which herb is for remembrance? Any idea?
No,
Guess?
I have no idea at all.
Nothing?
No idea at all, no.
0, zip. It's rosemary. Rosemary for remembrance, said the drowning Ophelia. Never mind. You know, they're just plants. Okay, guys, I come bearing nothing because unfortunately Alison didn't do very well. God, look at you sitting down with your cup of coffee.
No, we were just lining up those bricks.
You were
actually.
supervising,
Yes,
weren't
I
you, in
was.
your best kind of baronial manner? Put it there, move it here.
Bit like that.
This is fantastic. It's Celtic.
I'm glad you said that.
It's a Celtic cross.
It is.
So did you just improvise it?
Yeah.
Just
And we're
make a
going to
little
sort of
Celtic-
fill it with lots of different colours. We've got sort of greeny coloured gravel, so it's going to really sort of stand out.
Wow, so this is the centrepiece.
This is the centrepiece sort of leaving the house, and you've got this, and what we're doing here, we've had to take out a bed. There was a raised bed there which we've taken out, and we're just relaying the bricks, so it sort of gives them a bigger seating area here.
Right.
And then busy putting up the pergola.
So what's the next big job?
Well, we're just going to finish laying this edge here of brick, which Ed is busily bringing.
Aye.
Talk to me, what have you been up to? Bricky?
Everything and everything.
Really?
Yeah,
You look a bit
basically.
shell-shocked. Have they been working hard?
Yeah, it's just amazing how it's coming on, you know.
It's amazing that all these people are in your house.
It is.
It's quite a small space, isn't it? We're all
Chaos.
kind of crammed in like sardines.
But it's looking amazing, really.
What do you reckon to this?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Do you think Alison's going to like it?
Oh, she'll love it, yeah.
Oh, it'll match the one on her T-shirt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you know that she was going to wear that T-shirt?
No, I didn't.
It's all coming together. OK, well, I'll let you get on with it.
Okay.
Cracking on. I'm going to get some more plants for you, hopefully.
Lovely. All right,
All right,
good
see you
luck.
later.
Cheers.
Come on, Alison, chop chop. Your other half is slaving away in the garden. There's no time for reclining in the sun. You've got to win some flowers.
Okay.
Ah, these are flowers for your new garden. The garden's looking fantastic, by the way. Very Celtic. You're going to be very
Good.
proud. And this is going to make you even prouder if you win some plants. These are Rebecca, Black-Eyed Susan with this nice black cone in the middle. And once they start blooming, they bloom for ages and ages, so it's a good thing to have in your garden. Down here we've got Cape Daisies. Same sort of thing, really, but obviously white. Again, last a long time, nice, pretty flowers. And here, viburnum. Love these lovely white flowers, and then eventually they turn into these berries. Okay, so that's the viburnum. Those are the plants you can win. This is the question. Okay? Excited? You look. You have this kind of Buddha-like calm.
No. Go on.
Good. Is the rose chafer they are quite difficult this time. A kind of beetle, worm or snail?
Beetle?
Any idea why you said that?
No.
That's all right, because it's right. Yeah, another guess?
Yeah.
You're guessing very well today. There you go, so you get these flowers in your garden, which is very good, because you need a bit of colour. Let's move on to question 6. These ones are, can you guess?
Grasses.
Can you see what it is? Yes, they're grasses. Grasses are great in your garden because they go all over the place. Got different colours here, this grey, green here, and this variegated yellowy one here. This is an interesting one here with the zebra stripe. See, it's quite unusual.
Uh-huh.
That's a good one. And here we have a phormium. It's not a grass, but it grows very big and spiky and looks quite impressive. Okay, so that's what you can win. This is the 6th and final question. Oh, you're going to love this. What flowers are sometimes called the fair maids of February? Are they hyacinths, daffodils, or snowdrops?
Daffodils?
Daffodils? Daffodils is the wrong answer, I'm afraid. It's snowdrops. Don't ask me why, but they're called the fair maids of February.
Fair enough.
So next time you have a gardening quiz, you'll know that one. Okay, so you didn't win these. What a shame. Never mind, you could win it back in your challenge, which is coming up very soon. But let's get these plants, which you did win, taken into the garden by a garden invader.
Decided to give this rather boring white wall a new lease of life, and we're using masonry paint, which you can actually get mixed the colours that you want. Thing to remember is always use masonry paint when you're painting walls, and give it a brush down beforehand and just get all the loose paint off, and then you can just whack the paint on.
Alison, this is your challenge. You're excited? You can see your eyes are glazing over the idea of having to paint and draw, but that's what it is.
Go on.
What we'd like you to do is come up with a Celtic design for your very Celtic garden. We've got some green paint and some black paint. I suggest we paint it green and then do the design in black. We'd like you to drill holes at the top and put this chain through because we want to hang it, so it's going to be vertical. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you manage that?
Go on then.
If you do it beautifully, and Nikki and I like it, we're going to award you these plants, the ones that you lost earlier on, okay?
Okay.
So get cracking and I'll come back and judge it anon.
Ed doesn't paint. He's got no patience for painting. Well, he's got no patience at all, really, bless him.
Alison, how's it going? Oh,
Getting there.
Oh, look.
hey,
Very impressed. Like the colour.
it's the bearded man.
Celtic
Derby.
green.
Yes, it's a bit of a... Is that a Celtic man?
Who is
Yeah.
he?
She says with... it's a stenciled
Something
man.
weird.
That's what it is.
Shortcut.
Oh,
Initiative.
that's all right though, isn't it?
It's initiative.
I think,
sort
yes,
of thing
I
I would
think
have
that's
done.
cunning. It's rather good.
I like this as well. I like this sort of design.
Yeah.
That was your own.
Sort of.
Sort of. Do you think she wins the plants?
I like it, and I think it looked really good in the garden. So yes.
Hey,
does.
you need these plants, don't you?
I do.
Excellent. We won't take this with you because it's still a bit wet. So we'll leave this to dry. You can just finish it off and we'll take this with us. See you in a mo. Whoa. Oh, this looks good.
Impressed?
Yeah.
All under control.
All under control.
Almost.
How's it going with this? I heard you've had a few problems.
Got the problems with the drainage. Had to move it around, but
Drainage?
Yeah, we've got some drains under here. We've got manhole covered up here, but these boys have sorted it out. You know.
Right. They're good at that.
Really good. Yeah. They,
And so what's this going to be? This is going to be your, what, seating
yeah,
area?
like the seating area. Yes, where we'll entertain, hopefully.
So have you picked up any good pergola tricks?
Yeah, and get somebody else to do it.
Very good trick. Oh, well, I'll leave you with that pearl of wisdom. I'm going to find Nikki. Oh, Nikki, this is very good. I was just thinking, isn't this a bit kind of white to have in front of a door where kids are coming in and out?
We just need to give it a hose down.
Every morning.
Every morning out here, yeah, hosing
Children,
it down.
don't walk on the thing right in front of the door.
Ed's listening over there. Hose it down daily.
So how many more things have we got to do?
The pergola's almost finished.
Yeah.
And we've just got to finish this, put some more gravel down there. We're doing a mixture, sort of green and white,
Right.
and some planting.
Marvellous. Can I go and rest?
No, I've actually got a job
I never
for
can
you.
rest with you. You always
No.
find me something to do.
No, I've got something even better for you to do
What's
today.
that? Not plant. Oh! Something noisy. Oh!
Machinery.
Power tools.
Dun, dun, dun.
How exciting. It's a chainsaw.
It is. I've sliced this down to sort of tidy up, sort of coming into the garden, but the top of that's looking quite tatty, so
you need a
just
tool
give it a bit
guy.
of a trim up there.
Ah, joys of the boys. I've just been reliably informed that this is, of course, not a chainsaw. It's a hedge trimmer.
It's not straight! I'd stick to presenting.
Whoa, that's the most fun I've had in weeks. Have you got anything else you want cutting?
Take that off you, shall I?
Oh, like a buzz with testosterone. Whew, have you had fun too?
I have. We had problems initially because we had problems with drainage. We had a manhole cover here, but we've sort of overcome that.
Fine.
But we've got the Celtic theme running through, which is good, and the area is now ready for their
Cross
stag
is
and hen night.
fantastic, yeah.
And the green, the Cambion green, sort of very Celtic as well. That sort of lovely green, and also the wall, and we painted the fence green, so everything sort of ties in. And you obviously trimmed that back for us, so that's wonderful.
Fantastically. Now, where's Ed? Ed, come down here and join us. I want to know how you've been today. When I saw you in the middle of the day, you were like, oh, I'm so exhausted. You had a second wind?
No, not really.
Still
I've managed to
exhausted.
cope, yeah, so it's all right.
Really?
No, you've worked really hard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Are you
Really
pleased with
good.
it?
Yeah, it's
Sometimes-
fantastic. Yeah,
Was there any
it's,
points during the day where you thought, oh, it looks really ropey?
Not really. It was a bit touch and go some days. I was just thinking, like, oh, what they're doing there when we're ripping up the patio.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been.
But you trust her now, don't you?
Sort of.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, you need to go.
Fantastic.
You need to go and get your
Okay.
wife-to-be ready for the big moment
Okay.
where she gets to see this. You can
Right,
also
I'll
sit down
warn
and
her.
rest for a moment. Okay, we're going to do some finishing touches. So you go off
Okay.
inside.
Cheers, right.
What's to do?
I've got to place some pots, put some candles out, and a bit more plant.
Or can I do the planting?
Yeah, you
Actually, can I use this?
No, I'm going to have to keep that safer. One of my favourite plants in the garden today is this Russian sage or blue spire. Brilliant smell, smells absolutely gorgeous, fabulous leaf form, and these tender little sort of lavender-like flowers. Thing about this is, if you really want it to grow well, you need to cut it right back in spring, and then it'll flourish and you'll have flowers like this during late summer. Another one of my favourites, and I think it must be everybody's favourite, is the good old faithful hosta. Really good near water. Love it because of its lovely little purple flowers and its sort of yellow colouring in here. Great leaf formation and also great variegation. Really easy to look after. Cut it back after flowering, it'll disappear underground and then it'll appear again in spring. And by summer you've got these lovely flowers. Now, I know they're not plants, but they're one of my favourite elements in the garden today. They're actually moorland slate, and you can pick them up from stone merchants. They're really good because they just add another element to the garden. We've got a Celtic theme going on here, it all ties in, and with the planting next to it, it just looks brilliant.
Okay, don't open your eyes until I tell you.
Okay.
But I want you to think back to what it looked like this morning.
Yep.
What did it look like this morning?
A bit of a mess. Bit of an old patio, concrete.
Okay? After 3, I want you to open your eyes and take in your new garden, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my life.
What springs out at you,
Nice.
first of all?
It's clear. There's just loads of space. It's just.
Clear.
I know.
Celtic.
Very. Oh, it's just. It's
Look.
just amazing. Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Pergola? Speechless.
Sunken seating area.
Oh, it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
just
Do you think
gorgeous,
it'll
yeah.
work when you have all your friends around then?
Absolutely. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
And you've got the slate
And we've got the
uprights over
pond,
there, and your
yeah.
mushrooms have been put in there and
And all
taken
the
out the
plants
wall.
that you won.
Oh, my dad's lights as well.
Can you imagine that you're going to use this?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's going to be your first thing you do? You've got the party, haven't you?
We've got the party. We'll probably sit out and have a drink later on. Definitely.
Don't blame you.
She's speechless.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh. OK, but there's one thing that's going to make it perfect, because we've got some candles, but we want those big lights that you saw that were star prize, OK? And the two of you can win that by answering this question correctly. You've done very well up until 4 out of 6, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
OK, together maybe you can get this right, OK? So, it's a multiple choice, so you've got a bit of guessing potential as well. Are the layers of dead grass and moss which build up in the soil surface of a lawn known as furze, crust, or thatch?
Thatch.
Oh, that was very quick.
No conferring.
It's thatch,
Did
isn't
you
it?
know that? Thatch? Thatch is your answer? Thatch is the right answer. Well, hey, bring on those lanterns. Look at those beauties.
Cool.
There they go.
Gorgeous, aren't they?
And being lit. Oh, they're a beauty. They're going to look fantastic when you have your party. So we're looking forward to the party. Thanks to you guys behind me for working so hard, and to you, Ed, because you did your bit as well.
Yep, you did.
You won all the plants. Nikki, you came up with the ideas. And you at home, you watched, which was very important too. So join us again next time for another garden invasion. Until then, goodbye.